Welcome to the Eastern Hancock High School pool deck. Tonight's meet is against Heritage Christian High School and Lapel High School. It is senior night, and we have 6 seniors to celebrate on the Eastern Hancock Swim and Dive team. Stick with us. Festivities will begin around 6 o'clock. Lots of friends and family on deck tonight to support our senior swimmers. Coaches David Messer and Mike Dolans are prepping the pool for dive warm-ups and practice, while Heritage Christian and Lapel warm up in the far lanes of the pool. back there. We're going old school tonight. Heat sheets are available at the top of the stairs of the viewing deck. Right now we have some diving warm-ups and swimming warm-ups happening in the pool. Heritage Christian and Lapel are in the house tonight. It is senior night. We're going to honor our 6 seniors. We have Kameron Adkins, Sophie Dolence, Megan Adkins, Audrey Woolridge Jacoby, Lincoln Richmond, and David, our manager. The pool is already set up for diving, so before we begin with the swim events, we will be doing diving first. In the girls 1 meter diving event, we have Micah Munger of Eastern Hancock, Sam Wheeler of Eastern Hancock, Alexis Gately of Heritage Christian School, and Gabrielle Buckles of Heritage Christian School. For the boys 1 meter diving event, we have Lincoln Richmond of Eastern Hancock and Isaiah Schultz of Heritage Christian. We're broadcasting live from the Eastern Hancock High School pool observation deck up in the upper corner. On the deck, we have parents and timers and swim alumni back here to celebrate the swim team. They have just come off their winter break and winter training. Over winter break, they go to Cleveland, Ohio to swim against Coach Dolence's alma mater. This was a very snowy trip this year, but the kids all had fun, and they swam in a distance meet there and came out with some PRs. This is our first meet of the new year, and it'll start around 6 o'clock tonight with diving first. And we have Lapel and Heritage Christian here to celebrate with us. Have fun. You can have fun too. Micah Munger is on the board preparing for one final practice. Welcome to the EHHS Sports Network. We are live from the Eastern Hancock Pool on senior night in our meet against Heritage Christian and Lapel. We are honoring 6 seniors tonight, and the pool is set up for diving. Diving will be first before the swim events. At the far end of the pool, we have Heritage Christian on the left, Lapel on the right, and the Eastern Hancock bunch is back here behind the timers.
Lapel, and your Eastern Hancock row. Your announcements for this evening, this is our senior night. Seniors to be announced following the 53. So will senior parents please be on deck prior to event 7, which is the girls' 50-yard freestyle. At this time, the youth rise to the playing of our national anthem.
Okay, they told me that it was possible.
Well,
All right.
I stole Mrs. Galleon's key, and it works, but it doesn't unlock it. Sorry.
Thank you.
We have diving over first from Heritage Christian, Alexis Gately. Diving second, for Hancock, Sam Wheeler. Diving third, for Heritage Christian, Audrey Buckles. Diving fourth, from Eastern Hancock, Michael Audrey. And for the girls, diving first from Heritage Christian, Isaiah Schultz. And for the Eastern Hancock, Lincoln Whitman. First diver, Heritage Christian, Alexis Gately. Her first dive will be 5221T, back somersault, 1/2 twist free, degree of difficulty 1.7.
This is round 1 of the 1 meter diving. Alexis Gately is up first from Heritage Christian School.
Score is 2.5, 2-2.
2.5, 2-2 for Alexis Gately.
Hancock, her first dive will be 5211A, back dive 1/2 twist straight, degree of difficulty 1.8.
Sam Wheeler of Eastern Hancock is up next.
Next up from Heritage Christian, Bree Buckles, her first dive will be 5122D for somersault, 1 twist free, degree of difficulty 1.9.
This is Gabrielle Buckles of Heritage Christian.
Just for Eastern Hancock, Michael Hunger, her first dive will be 5111A, forward dive, 1/2 twist straight, degree of difficulty 1.8.
Micah Munger is the fourth diver of the night, an Eastern Hancock sophomore.
Score 4.5, 5. Our next diver, Isaiah Schultz from Heritage Christian. His first dive will be 5122B, forward somersault, one twist free, degree of difficulty 1.9.
This is Isaiah Schultz of Heritage Christian and his first dive of the night.
Score 6, 5.5, 7.5. Our final dive in round 1 from Eastern Hancock, Lincoln Richmond. His first dive will be 5211A, back dive, 1/2 twist straight, degree of difficulty 1.8.
Lincoln Richmond, a senior at Eastern Hancock High School. This is his first year diving.
Score 4.5, 5, 4.5. First dive of round 2, Alexis will be performing 101C, forward dive, tuck, degree of difficulty 1.2.
Back up to the top of our roster, Alexis Gately of Heritage Christian on the board now.
Score 5.5, 6, 5. And second dive will be 202A, back somersault straight, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Sam Wheeler, a junior at Eastern Hancock.
Score 4.5, 6, 5.5. Bree's second dive will be 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, degree of difficulty 1.7. Score 6, 6.5, 6.
That was Gabrielle Buckles of Heritage Christian.
Micah's second dive will be 5211A, back dive, 1/2 twist straight, degree of difficulty 1.8.
Micah Munger from Eastern Hancock on the board now.
Score 4, 3.5. 4, 4.5, 3.5.
Now on to the guys. Isaiah Schultz from
Isaiah's
Heritage
second dive
Christian
will
is
be
up.
203C, back 1.5 somersault tuck, degree of difficulty 2.0. Score 6, 5.5, 6. Lincoln's second dive will be 202A, back somersault straight, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Lincoln Richmond is back on the board for Eastern Hancock.
Forward 5.5, 6, 6. Alexa's third dive will be 103C, forward 1.5 somersault up. Will be difficulty 1.6.
Alexis Gately of Heritage Christian on the board currently. This is round 3 of diving, and she's the top of the lineup.
Forward 5, 6, 5.5. Sam's third dive will be 101B, forward dive height, degree of difficulty 1.3. Forward 5.5, 5.5, 5. Briggs' third dive will be 201B, back dive height, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Gabrielle Buckles on the board for Heritage Christian, her third dive.
Forward 6.5, 6, 7.5.
Great dive by Gabrielle Buckles.
201A, back dive straight, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Micah Munger on the board for Eastern Hancock. This is her third dive.
Forward 4.5, 4.5, 4.
That's the guy's turn. Isaiah Schultz from Heritage Christian.
Forward 1.5 somersault height, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Forward 6.5, 6, 7. Lincoln's third dive will be 5.222B, back somersault, 1 twist free, degree of difficulty 1.9.
Okay. You heard that, 1.9 degree of difficulty for Lincoln Richmond's third dive.
Forward 5, 5.5, 5.
We're on round
Alexa's
4.
fourth dive will be 201A, back dive straight, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Alexis Gately of Heritage Christian.
Forward 5.5, 6, 5.5. Sam's fourth dive will be 102B, forward somersault height, degree of difficulty 1.5. Forward 5.5, 6, 6.
5.5, 6, 6 for Sam on her fifth dive, fourth dive.
Forward dive height, Degree of difficulty 1.5.
Gabriella Buckles on the board for Heritage Christian. This will be her fourth dive.
Score 7, 6.5, 8.
7, 6.5, and 8 for Gabriella Buckles. And Micah Munger is on the board for Eastern Hancock.
Degree of difficulty 1.7. Score 12, 4.5, 3.5.
Micah Munger's fourth dive.
Isaiah's fourth dive will be 104C, forward double somersault tuck, degree of difficulty 2.2.
Isaiah Schultz on the board, 2.2 degree of difficulty for this dive.
Score 6.5, 6, 7.5. Lincoln's fourth dive will be 301C, reverse dive tuck, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Lincoln Richmond, senior from Eastern Hancock, on the board. Coach Julie Atkins consulting with the judges bench and also with her diver, Lincoln Richmond.
Lincoln's fourth dive will be 301C, reverse dive tuck, degree of difficulty 1.6. No dive. No dive. Alexa's fifth dive will be 401C, inward dive.
That was a failed dive. I think there was a miscommunication with the plan of the dives. We're at the top of the lineup again. It's Alexis Gately from Heritage Christian on the board. This is her fifth dive of 6.
For 6, 6.5, 7.5.
Excellent. 6, 6.5, and a 7.5.
Sam's fifth dive will be 401B, inward dive height, degree of difficulty 1.5.
Sam Wheeler adjusting the board. Her fifth dive.
Four, 5.5, 6.5, 7. Bree's fifth dive will be 5231D, back 1.5 somersault, 1.5 twist free, degree of difficulty 2.1.
Gabriella Buckles back on the board for Heritage Christian. This is her 5th dive.
Score 5-5-5.
5 Zala cross for Gabriella.
Micah's 5th dive
Micah Munger
will
is
be
up
401C
next.
inward dive tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.4. Score 5.5, 5.5. Isaiah's 5th dive will be 401 feet.
Isaiah
Inward
Schultz.
dive height. Degree of difficulty 1.5. Score 7, 6.5, 8.5.
7, 6.5, and 8.5 for Isaiah. Lincoln Richmond, his 5th dive.
Degree of difficulty 1.6.
All right. That's the end of round 5.
Score 4, 4.5, 4.5.
4, 4.5, and 4.5 for Lincoln. Back to the top of the lineup, Alexis Gately from Heritage Christian, her final dive.
Alexa's 6th dive will be 302C reverse somersault tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6. Score 5, 4.5, 4.
5, 4.5, and 4 for Alexis.
5-1,
Sam Wheeler is up.
Forward dive, 1.5, twist straight. Degree of difficulty 1.8. Score 4.5, 4.5, 3.
4.5, 4.5,
Braden's final dive
3
will
for
be
Sam.
301C reverse dive tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Gabriella Buckles back on the board for Heritage Christian. Her final dive.
Score 6, 5.5, 5.5. Micah's final dive will be 102C forward somersault tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.4.
Micah Munger for her final dive.
Score 4, 4,
4, 4, 3.5 for Micah's final dive.
Will be 301C, reverse dive tuck, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Isaiah Schultz, his final dive for Heritage Christian.
For 5.5, 6.
5.5, 5.5, and a 6
And
for
Lincoln's final
Isaiah.
dive will be 104C, forward double somersault tuck, degree of difficulty 2.2.
Lincoln Richmond's final dive.
For 5.5, 4.5.
5, 5.5, 4.5 for Lincoln.
Swimming will begin shortly.
We'll have a brief break here, and then we'll start with events 1 and 2, the 200-yard medley relays, and proceed through the normal event order. After the medley relays, we'll have the girls and boys 200-yard free event and the 200-yard IM events. After the 50-yard freestyle, we'll do our senior night presentations where we honor our 6 seniors from the swim and dive team. We've seen Lincoln in action already tonight. We have David Byerly, our manager, being honored tonight, along with swimmers Audrey Woolbridge-Jacoby, Sophie Dolence, Kameron Adkins, and Megan Adkins. So while we wait for them to reset the pool, from diving to swimming, our timers are being briefed upon their lane assignments. We'll get started with the girls 200-yard medley relay. Heritage Christian's relay of Olivia Miller, Olivia Ohm, Alexis Gately, and Jordan Cummings will be in lane 1. Heritage Christian relay of Joy Rohrbach, Paige Buning, Caroline Stein, and Lucy Gard will be in lane 2. Eastern Hancock will be in lane 3 with Megan Atkins leading it off. Seb Ebert, Sophie Dolence, and Sam Wheeler. Lane 4 will be Lapel High School's relay of Katie Stevenson, Lily Jacobs, Elle Contos, and Bella Settlemeyer. And in lane 5 will be Lapel High School's B relay of Liv Anderson, Emma Kofer, Peyton May, and Tegan O'Keefe. We'll begin momentarily. Eastern Hancock Lapel's 2 relays are in place. Heritage Christian's relay approaches from the side.
All right, first up, event 1 girls 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, Heritage Christian C. In lane 2, Heritage Christian A. In lane 3, Eastern Hancock A. In lane 4, Lapel A. And in lane 5, Lapel B.
All right, this is event 1, the girls 200-yard medley relay. Leading it off for Eastern Hancock in lane 3 is Megan Atkins. All right, we have Heritage Christian in lane 2, Joy Rohrbach, Paige Buning, Caroline Stein, and Lucy Gard. In lane 3, we have Megan Atkins of Eastern Hancock. In lane 4, we have Lapel's Katie Stevenson, and in lane 5, we have Liv Anderson of Lapel. In lane 6, we have Olivia Miller of Heritage Christian. First off the blocks would be Katie Stevenson, followed by Seb Ebert of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, and Paige Buning in lane 2. There goes Emma Coffer of Lapel. Nope. Olivia Ohm of Heritage Christian in lane 6. They've switched lanes on me. And in the pool for Lapel B would be Emma Coffer. This is the breaststroke lane. We have Paige Buning in lane 2, Seb Ebert in lane 3, Lily Jacobs in lane 4, Emma Coffer in lane 5, and Olivia Ohm in lane 6. Next, breaststroke. We have Alexis Gately in lane 6, waiting on the blocks. We have Peyton May waiting on the blocks for Lapel. In the water, we have Sophie Dolence in lane 3, El Cantos in lane 4, who's currently in the lead, and Caroline Stein of Heritage Christian in lane 2. In the water for Eastern Hancock is Sam Wheeler in lane 3. Bella Settlemeyer of Lapel is in the lead, followed by Lucy Gard of Heritage Christian, and Sam Wheeler of Eastern Hancock is in third place in lane 3. Leaving the blocks are Tegan O'Keefe and Jordan Cummings in lanes 5 and 6 respectively. Lapel High School A of Stevenson, Jacobs, Contos, and Settlemeyer wins the race, followed by Heritage Christian's Rohrbach, Buning, Stein, and Gard. Coming in third would be Eastern Hancock's relay of Adkins, Ebert, Dolence, and Wheeler. Fourth will go to Heritage Christian B, Miller, Ohm, Gately, and Cummings, followed by Lapel B of Anderson, Kofer, May, and O'Keefe. All right, it's now the guys' turn. We have Heritage Christian in lane 2, Connor Ketter-Henry leading it off for them, Paul Serberg in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock, Nolan Donovan of Lapel A in lane 4, and Easton Ohm of Lapel in lane 5.
And in lane 5, Lapel B, Holm, Wetzel, Sharp, and Poole.
So again, we've got Heritage Christian in 2, Eastern Hancock in 3, Lapel in 4, and Lapel in 5. In the water for Eastern Hancock is Paul Serberg in lane 3. The leader right now is Nolan Donovan of Lapel High School, followed very closely by Heritage Christian's Connor Ketter-Henry. And Lapel, Eston Ohm made his turn at the far end of the pool. On the blocks, we have Ian Morrison in lane 2, Landon Mays in lane 3, Simon Nicholson in lane 4, and Noah Wetzel in lane 5. Mays in the water, along with Morrison, Nicholson in the lead for Lapel High School. And Noah Wetzel hitting the water for Lapel B in lane 5. First to turn is Lapel A, Simon Nicholson, followed by Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian, Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock, and Noah Wetzel of Lapel B challenging him in lane 5. Nathan Gates in the water, followed by Tyler Shoup. Hank Lee awaiting Mays on the blocks for Eastern Hancock. In the far lane, James Tharp in the water now. Hank Lee hits the water for Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Isaiah Schultz of Heritage Christian in for the final leg for their relay. Jonathan Tharp, final leg of the relay in lane 4 for Lapel A. Hank Lee passes Lapel B. On the blocks for Eastern Hancock is Tegan Fletcher. Tegan Fletcher currently in 3rd place. Heritage Christian's relay in lane 2 of Connor Catterhenry, Ian Morrison, Nathan Gates, and Isaiah Schultz finishes first, followed by Lapel in lane 4, Nolan Donovan, Simon Nicholson, Tyler Shoup, and Jonathan Tharp. Tegan Fletcher in the water for Eastern Hancock in lane 3, being challenged by Lapel B in lane 4. Way to hang in there, Tegan. 3rd place finish for Eastern Hancock on swim senior night, 2:39.22 for that relay.
Your winner for the boys 200 yards relay, Heritage Christian A. Next up, event 3, girls 200 yards freestyle. In lane 1, Heritage Christian Noel Schultz. In lane 2, Heritage Christian Joy Warlock. In lane 3 for Eastern Hancock, Isabella Simmons. In lane 4 for Lapel, Katie Stevenson. And in lane 5 for Lapel, Bella Settlemire.
All right. We got Noel Jones in lane 1, Joy Rohrbach from Heritage Christian in lane 2, Bella Inman of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. And then the Lapel swimmers in 4 and 5, Katie Stevenson and Bella Settlemire. This is the girls' 200-yard free. Heritage Christian's swimmers are hanging tough over here in lanes 1 and 2, making almost simultaneous turns. Over in 4 and 5, we have Lapel's swimmers, and in lane 3, we have Bella Inman, freshman of Eastern Hancock. Katie Stevenson of Lapel in lane 4 making the turn 4, followed by Joy Rohrbach and Noelle Jones in lanes 1 and 2. Bella Settlemire over in lane 5. Making her turn right now is Bella Inman in lane 3. Lapel swimmer Katie Stevenson has a slight lead. Noelle and Joy are hanging together over here in lanes 1 and 2. Katie Stevenson retains her lead. Noelle Jones has a slight edge over Joy Rohrbach, lanes 1 and 2. In 4th place is Bella Settlemire of Lapel. Bella Inman in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. That's Katie Stevenson coming in for Lapel in lane 4. Noelle Jones beating out teammate Joy Rohrbach in lanes 1 and 2. And Lapel swimmer Bella Settlemire finishing 4th for lane 5. Freshman Bella Inman making her final stretch in the girls' 200-yard free. 3:18:42 for Bella.
The winner of the girls 200-yard freestyle from Lapel, Katie Stevens.
Event 4 is the boys 200-yard freestyle.
Event 4, boys 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Lapel, James Stark. In lane 2 from Heritage Christian, Kameron. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Alex Barkley. In lane 4 from Lapel, Simon Nicholson. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Tegan Fletcher. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Landon Height.
All right, in lane 1 we have James Tharp of Lapel. Lane 2 is Connor Catterhenry of Heritage Christian. Lane 3 is Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock. Lane 4 is Simon Nicholson of Lapel. Lane 5 is Tegan Fletcher of Eastern Hancock. Lane 6, Landon Height of Heritage Christian. This is a boys 200 free. Alex Markley in lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, current leader, followed by Connor Catterhenry of Heritage Christian in lane 2. James Tharp over in lane 1 for Lapel. And in lane 4 for Lapel is Simon Nicholson. Over in lane 5 is Tegan Fletcher of Eastern Hancock, and in lane 6 is Landon Height. Alex Markley in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock, making very good time tonight. And this, the boys 200 free. All right. It's an Eastern Hancock win by Alex Markley, freshman, 2:11.74. Second place goes to Heritage Christian's Connor Catterhenry. 2:15.81 for him. Coming into the blocks is Lapel's swimmer Simon Nicholson for third. Over in lane 1, that's James Tharp for Lapel High School. He touches for 2:54.85 for fourth place finish. Over in the far lanes, we got Tegan Fletcher of Eastern Hancock in lane 5 and Landon Height in lane 6. They are neck and neck. They've been trading positions all event. Off the turn, Landon Height has an edge on Tegan, but Tegan is giving it a go. Fletcher once again stretching it and coming in fifth, 3:31.75. Heritage Christian, Landon Height coming in sixth.
Next up, event 5, girls 200-yard IM. In lane 1, from Lapel, Audrey Long. In lane 2, from Heritage Christian, Caroline Stein. In lane 3, from Eastern Hancock, Seth Felix. In lane 4, from Lapel, Al Compass. And in lane 5, from Heritage Christian, Paige Uni.
All right, Eastern Hancock swimmer here is Seb Ebert, a junior. In lane 1, we have Audrey Long of Lapel. Lane 2 is Caroline Stein of Heritage Christian. Lane 3 is Seb Ebert from Eastern Hancock. Lane 4 is El Cantos of Lapel. Lane 5 is Paige Buning of Heritage Christian. This is the butterfly leg of the 200-yard IM, with Caroline Stein in the lead, followed by El Cantos of Lapel in lane 4, Paige Buning of Heritage Christian in lane 5, Seb Ebert in lane 3, and Audrey Long in lane 1. Second leg, backstroke. El Cantos gains on the leader. The leader is Caroline Stein of Heritage Christian. Caroline Stein makes her turn into the breaststroke. El Cantos makes her turn along with Seb Ebert in lane 3 for third, currently running in third place. Paige Buning running in fourth over in lane 5. And fifth place goes to Audrey Long in lane 1, finishing up her backstroke leg. Caroline Stein makes additional gains on her lead during the breaststroke leg of the IM. Caroline Stein in her final leg, freestyle leg of the IM event. El Cantos of Lapel over in lane 4 being challenged by Seb Ebert from Eastern Hancock in lane 3. It is their final leg. Let's see who has enough gas in the tank. Caroline Stein in lane 2 coming under the flags for Heritage Christian. She will win the event with a 2:26.06. El Cantos retaining her second place for Lapel, 2:42.18. Seb Ebert, 2:44.17 for third place finish for Eastern Hancock. Fourth goes to Heritage Christian's Paige Buning. All right, we're in the midst of the 200-yard IM for the boys. We have Jonathan Tharp of Lapel in lane 2, Cam Adkins of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Nolan Donovan in lane 4 from Lapel, and Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock in lane 5. The leader is Lapel's Nolan Donovan in lane 4, followed Lead change. Cam Atkins caught him at the very end there, followed by Paul Serberg in lane 5. In lane 2, we have Jonathan Tharp of Lapel. Backstroke leg of the 200-yard IM. Third leg, breaststroke leg. Lapel's Nolan Donovan is in the lead by just a scant margin. Cam Adkins of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Paul over in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock, Paul Serberg. Lapel's Jonathan Tharp in lane 2, beginning his breaststroke leg. Paul gaining ground on his turn. That's Cam Adkins, senior at Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Lapel's Nolan Donovan in lane 4 and Paul Serberg in lane 5. It's the freestyle and final leg of the IM. It's going to be close between second and third. Let's see who can touch first. Kameron Atkins touches for first, 2:35.45. Second goes to Nolan Donovan of Lapel, 2:36.12. But look at that third place time, 2:36.40 for Paul Serberg. Such a close finish at the end. Jonathan Tharp of Lapel High School in lane 2, finishing up his final yardage in the 200-yard IM.
The winner of the boys 200-yard IM from Eastern Hancock, Cam Atkins.
Next up are going to be the 50 free events. After that, we will have senior night ceremonies. So
At this time again, parents of seniors, if you have not made your way to the pool deck, please come to the pool deck. Again, senior parents, please come down to the pool deck. Next up, event 7, girls 50-yard freestyle. We will have 2 heats. In heat 1, from Heritage Christian, Chloe Salisbury. And in lane 4, from Lapel, Liv Anderson.
all right, we have Chloe Salisbury of Heritage Christian and Liv Anderson of Lapel competing in this heat. It's the 50 free event with Chloe Salisbury of Heritage Christian and Liv Anderson of Lapel competing in heat 1 of 2, the girls 50-yard free. Winner of the heat would be Liv Anderson of Lapel, 42.18. Chloe Salisbury's finish, 103.97 from Heritage Christian.
Now for heat two.
Heat 2 of the girls' 50-yard freestyle features 6 swimmers.
In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Sam Wheeler. In lane 4 from Lapel, Bella Settlemire. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Audrey Jacoby. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Jordan Cummings.
All right. Heat 2 of 2, we have Liv Anderson of Lapel in lane 1, Lucy Gard of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Sam Wheeler of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Bella Settlemire from Lapel in lane 4, Audrey Woolridge Jacoby in lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, and number 6, Jordan Cummings for Heritage Christian. This is the girls' 50 free. Heat 2 of 2. In lane 2, we have Lucy Gard of Heritage Christian touching first, followed by Jordan Cummings of Heritage Christian in lane 6, then Bella Settlemire in lane 3, actually in lane 4, third place. Fourth place goes to Liv Anderson, fifth to Audrey Woolridge Jacoby, fifth to Sam Wheeler, and sixth to Audrey Woolridge Jacoby.
In heat 1, lane 3 from Lapel High School, Cooper Abraham. And in lane 4, also from Lapel, Trace Sheeler.
All right, we have 2 exhibition swimmers in heat 1 of 2, the boys 50-yard free, Cooper Abraham and Grace Scheller. This is heat 1 of 2 of the boys 50-yard free. Both swimmers are from Lapel. We have Cooper Abraham in lane 3 and Grace Scheller in lane 4. Cooper Abraham wins the heat.
Winner of heat 1, boys 50-yard freestyle from Lapel, Cooper Abraham. Next up, heat 2 of the boys 50-yard freestyle in lane 1 from Lapel, Easton Coleman. In lane 2 from Heritage Christian, Mark Gates. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Lincoln Richmond. In lane 4 from Lapel, Tyler Shute. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Clint Martin. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Cormac Lemon.
All right, this is heat 2 of 2 of the boys 50-yard free. Easton Ulm in lane 1, Mark Gates in lane 2, Lincoln Richmond in lane 3, Tyler Shoup in lane 4, Clint Martin in lane 5, and Cormac Lemons in lane 6. Mark Gates of Heritage Christian wins it, followed by Clint Martin of Eastern Hancock and Lincoln Richmond of Eastern Hancock, Tyler Shoup of Lapel, and Lapel's Easton Ulm. 6th place goes to Cormac Lemons of Heritage Christian.
At this time, we will have a 15-minute break into our senior
There's a crowd on the pool deck tonight. We have lots of faculty, staff, family, and friends.
Way more tickets than they were. Yeah.
They sold a lot of tickets. We have people seated on the deck. We have people standing in the balcony. It is quite the scene.
Yeah. It's fun.
I don't really care. I just know I had to buy flowers. We just concluded the boys 50-yard freestyle event, and we are organizing for senior night recognition. We have 6 seniors that are being honored tonight. Sophie Dolence, Kameron Atkins, David Byerly, Megan Atkins, Audrey Woolridge Jacoby, and Lincoln Richmond. Since their teammates are gathered at the far end of the pool, I'm going to angle the camera a little bit towards the corner.
We're now doing our senior presentation. First up, our first senior, Kameron Atkins.
Kameron Atkins is the first to be honored tonight.
Kameron is the son of Duncan Stewart Atkins, siblings of Dr. Duncan and Audrey Atkins. Kameron swam for 8 years, 4 years on varsity. He says his favorite swim memory was the first time they went to Cleveland and all the teams ended on trip. His plans for next year is to complete school in July and summer. How he hopes to be remembered as alumni, someone that always got along with people and made people laugh. Kameron Atkins. Kameron's message to the parents, families, and teachers are very thankful for all the parents and adults who have supported me and swim team throughout all these years. Thankful that I have my mom there as a coach and having my head coach in high school made it much easier. Our next senior, Megan Atkins. Megan is the daughter of Terry and Ann Atkins, with one sibling, Lynn. She has swam for 6 years and was varsity for 4. Her favorite swim memory is after girls' second day with big hugs that they must give to us of how proud he is. Her plans for next year, undecided, but planning to major in sonography in her bachelor's degree. How she hopes to be remembered as an alumni, as a good and hardworking teammate that people enjoy being around. Her message for parents, coaches, and teachers, I want to say thank you to everyone who helped me in my swim journey. I wouldn't be here where I am today without you guys. Megan Atkins.
Megan Atkins.
David Byerly. David is going for a business library. He has many of the swim team for 1 year. His favorite memory is the bus ride home from Cleveland. His future plans are to be president of the United States. He hopes to be remembered as the best swim manager ever. His message to coaches, parents, and teachers, roll tide! David Byron. Our next senior is Sophie Phillips. Sophie is the daughter of Laura and Mike Phillips, who has siblings Hannah and Emily. Her history, she swam for 11 years with 4 PhDs being at varsity. Her favorite memory is to look on her dad's face when she beat the 100 back record at sectionals last year. Future plans are filled in by a Wilmington and study early elementary education. She hopes to be remembered as a supportive teammate and someone who always has fun in practice. Her message to parents, coaches, and teachers: thank you to my parents and coaches for all the support and money you have put into me. I couldn't have made it this far without you guys. I'll forever miss this team. Sophie Phillips. Our next senior is Lincoln Richmond. Lincoln is just for about Kameron and has a sister, Lily. He has swum for 1 year and that year made this year on varsity. His favorite swim memory is the Cleveland flight. His plans for next year is going to trades. How he hopes to be remembered at the run line is as a caring person, a good friend, and someone who was there to deal with his healing. His message to parents, coaches, and teachers: thank you for everything you have done in my life that has made me the young man I am today. Lincoln Richmond. Our final senior, Audrey Jacoby. Audrey is the daughter of Victor and Josh Jacoby. She has siblings Austin and Taylor, Larissa, Connor, Jace, and Charlie. She has swam for 4 total years from 3rd grade until this year, and this is her first year swimming varsity. Her favorite swim memory is getting to ride the bus to home from all the meets and become closer with all the teammates. She would like to be remembered as someone who wasn't afraid to swim for the first time this year. Her message for teachers, family, and coaches: I want to thank my family for always supporting my wild ideas, especially the one like swimming my senior year. I want to thank the coaches for always believing in me and being willing to work with me so I can be better. Thanks, Mike, for letting me be your favorite Audrey. Audrey Wilbur Jacoby.
All right.
Let's give all of our seniors one more round of applause.
That concludes our senior night's recognition. Again, Kameron Atkins, Megan Atkins, David Byerly, Sophie Dolence, Lincoln Richmond, and Audrey Woolridge Jacoby. 2 of our seniors, actually 3 that we recognize tonight. This is their inaugural season and their final season. Audrey, Lincoln, and David, thanks for joining us. Check out the seniors as they pose for the paparazzi of parents and friends.
We're here to stand as close to you as possible.
This is girls 100-yard butterfly.
In lane 3, Eastern Hancock, Sophie Dolan. And in lane 4, Lapel, Tegan O'Keefe.
We got Caroline Stein of Heritage Christian, Sophie Dolence of Eastern Hancock, and Tegan O'Keefe of Lapel. This is the girls 100-yard fly. When we went to Cleveland, Sophie competed in the 200-yard fly because it was a distance meet. She got done and she said that was awful. I think they had a newfound appreciation for the regular length swims that we do instead of twice the distance. Caroline Stein of Heritage Christian currently in the lead. Sophie Dolence, senior at Eastern Hancock, in second place. In third would be Tegan O'Keefe of Lapel. And that's a Caroline Stein win for Heritage Christian. 106.21 is her time. Second will go to Sophie Dolence, 113.91 for her. Tegan O'Keefe of Lapel in lane 4. This is the girls 100-yard butterfly event.
Your winner for the boys 100-yard butterfly from Heritage Christian, Caroline Stein.
All right. Coming up is Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Cam Adkins of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, James Tharp of Lapel in lane 4, and Grace Scheller of Lapel in lane 5.
From Heritage Christian, Nathan Gates.
This is the boys 100-yard butterfly.
In lane 4 for Lapel, James Tharp. And in lane 5 for Lapel, Grace Scheller.
All right, and they're off. We have Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Cam Adkins of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, James Tharp of Lapel in lane 4, and Grace Scheller of Lapel in lane 5. Seated first is Nathan Gates, and he's currently in the lead with Cam Adkins of Eastern Hancock, one of the seniors we honored tonight, in lane 3, coming in, he's running in second right now. We have the two swimmers from Lapel, Tharp and Scheller, over in 4 and 5. First, we'll go to Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian, 103.45. Cam Adkins of Eastern Hancock, 119.08 tonight for a second place finish. Running in third is James Tharp of Lapel, followed by his teammate Grace Scheller, lane 5. That was the boys' 100-yard fly. Winner was Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian.
Next up, event 13, girls 100-yard freestyle. We will have 2 heats.
We have 2 heats of the next event.
Lane 3 from Heritage Christian, Olivia Phillips. And in lane 4 from Heritage Christian, Chloe Salisbury.
Right. In Heat 1 of the girls 100-yard free, we have Olivia Miller of Heritage Christian and Chloe Salisbury of Heritage Christian. This is the girls 100-yard free. We have two swimmers from Heritage Christian in exhibition swims tonight. We have Olivia Miller in lane 3 and Chloe Salisbury in lane 4. Both of Heritage Christian. Miller coming into the blocks right now. Salisbury heading back out for her final laps. 1:20.63 is Miller's time.
We didn't go in front of that table, so they're probably right in front of the table.
They are. And there's tons of pictures of them younger when they were little kidlets learning how to swim. And then
I'm here
there are.
after Senior Sundays.
Yes.
She just posts a lot of pubescent dough ball Kameron.
Yes. I have to tell you, Senior Sunday was something that I had a hard time keeping up with, so I just gave up. Winner of that heat was Olivia Miller of Heritage Christian. Heat 2 of 2 of the girls 100-yard free. We have Emma Kofer of Lapel in lane 1. In lane 2, Lucy Gard of Heritage Christian. Lane 3, Megan Adkins of Eastern Hancock. In lane 4, Elle Contos of Lapel. Lane 5, Micah Munger of Eastern Hancock. And in lane 6, Noelle Jones of Heritage Christian.
In lane 5, Hancock, Micah Munger. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Noelle Jones.
This is Heat 2 of 2, the girls 100-yard free. Kofer in 1, Gard in 2, Adkins in 3, Contos in 4, Munger in 5, and Jones in 6. 100-yard free, 4 lengths of the pool. El Contos of Lapel in the lead, followed closely by teammate Lucy Gard. Megan Adkins currently running in 3rd, followed very closely by Emma Kofer of Lapel. Lucy Gard of Heritage Christian in lane 2, taking the lead for the final turn. Gard and Contos are running so close. Lanes 2 and 4. And Gard touches for a first place finish for Heritage Christian. Contos second for Lapel. Third goes to Adkins of Eastern Hancock. Fourth to Emma Kofer of Lapel. Fifth to Heritage Christian's Noelle Jones. And sixth place to Micah Munger, a sophomore Eastern Hancock. Last year, Micah dove exclusively This year she has taken some turns in the pool.
From Heritage Christian, Lucy Garth. Next up, boys, 100-yard freestyle, event 14. In lane 1
Alex
from
coming up
Lapel,
anytime soon.
Noah Wetzel. In lane 2 from Heritage Christian, Connor Kameron.
Sun's coming up there.
In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Clint Martin. In lane 4 from Lapel, Jonathan Tharp. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Tegan Fletcher. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Corbin Lemon.
This is the boys 100 free. In the water for us, we have Noah Wetzel of Lapel in lane 1, Connor Catterhenry of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Clint Martin, sophomore for Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Jonathan Tharp of Lapel in 4, Tegan Fletcher, a freshman at Eastern Hancock in lane 5, and Cormac Lemons from Heritage Christian in 6. This is the boys 100-yard free. There's only one heat for this event. We got Connor Catterhenry in lane 2 from Heritage Christian, battling it out with Clint Martin of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. It's going to be close. Yes, that's a Connor Catterhenry win for Heritage Christian. A Clint Martin coming in so close. 59-24 versus 59-60. Third goes to Jonathan Tharp of Lapel. 11:51. Fourth to Cormac Lemons of Heritage Christian. Fifth to Lapel's Noah Wetzel. Tegan Fletcher over in lane 5 for Eastern Hancock, finishing 6th. $1:42.55 is Tegan's time. That was the boys' 100-yard freestyle.
100-yard freestyle from Heritage Christian, Connor Kameron. Next up, event 15, girls 500-yard freestyle. In lane 2 from Heritage Christian, Alexis Gately. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Seth Kameron. In lane 4 from Lapel, Lily Jacobs. And in lane 5 from Lapel, Peyton May.
All right. It's the longest event of the night, the girls 500-yard free. We have Alexis Gately from Heritage Christian in lane 2, Seb Ebert in lane 3, Lily Jacobs in lane 4, and Peyton May in lane 5. You see our counters down at the far end of the pool, keeping track of the laps for our swimmers. Seb Ebert in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Lily Jacobs of Lapel in lane 4. Lane 5 is Peyton May. Lane 2 is Alexis Gately. Seb Everett in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Lily Jacobs in lane 4 for Lapel, running very close in lanes 3 and 4. Then in the outer lanes, we have Alexis Gately of Heritage Christian and Peyton May of Lapel. This is the girls' 500-yard free, event 15. Seb Everett in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Lily Jacobs of Lapel in lane 4 for Lapel. Nice turn by Alexis Gately in lane 2 for Heritage Christian. Event 15, the girls' 500-yard freestyle. Seb Everett is a junior at Eastern Hancock. Official is coming over to lane 3 to give the Eastern Hancock swimmer Seb Everett the bell for the final laps of the race. Seb's seed time is 6:22.84. Let's see what she can do today. $6:19.85. Lapel's Lily Jacobs in her final 25 yards of this 500-yard race. 6:52:21 for her. $7:34:08 for the Heritage Christian swimmer Alexis Gately. And Lapel's Peyton May finishes 7:42:80. Next up will be the boys 500-yard freestyle. The winner of the girls 500-yard freestyle is Seb Everett of Eastern Hancock. I love the joyful cheers of David Byerly over on the side.
In lane 2 from Heritage Christian, Ian Morrison. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Hank Lee. In lane 4 from Lapel, Tyler Shute. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Landon Mays. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Landon Height.
All right, it's the boys 500-yard free. We have Eston Holmes of Lapel in lane 1, Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Hank Lee of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Tyler Shoup of Lapel in lane 4, Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock in lane 5, and Landon Height of Heritage Christian in lane 6. Lane to watch would be lane 2, Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian has a seed time of 5:33:53, which is remarkably faster than the other seed times that we're seeing on the sheet here. We'll see how it shakes out. Hank Lee and Landon Mays are both freshmen on the boys swim and dive team here at Eastern Hancock, but they've swam for many years. That's Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian and Hank Lee of Eastern Hancock down here in 2 and 3. Over in lane 4, we have Tyler Shoup of Lapel, and in lane 5, we got Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock. Eston Holm over here in lane 1 for Lapel. And in the far lane, we're in the corner of the pool, going under the flags, is Landon Height of Heritage Christian. If you watch the lap times up on the scoreboard, you can see how many seconds it takes for them to make a lap. 33:45 for lane 2, Ian Morrison. 36:37 for Hank Lee. They are the leaders right now. Ian is starting to pull away from lane 3, Hank Lee. On the far side of the pool, over by the officials stand, you'll see Mike Dolan's talking to Seb Everett as he encourages his two swimmers, Hank Lee and Landon Mays, who are in the pool. Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian just burning up lane 2 over here on lap 13 of 20. That's Estenome of Lapel kicking off in lane 1. Ian Morrison turning in consistent 35-second laps. Hank Lee in line 3. As the official makes his way over to lane 2. That's Heritage Christian swimmer Ian Morrison. Ian Morrison wins it 5:39.31. Hank Lee coming into the start-finish line in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Under 6 minutes. Second place for Hank Lee, 5:57.92. Over in lane 5, we have Landon Mays of Eastern Hancock making his turn. Landon Height in lane 6, Tyler Shoup in lane 4. Come on, Landon. Now, that's a PR for him as well, 6:57.41. So improvements from seed times from both lane 3 and lane 5, Hank Lee and Landon Mays. Fourth place finish for Tyler Shoup of Lapel. Fifth place for Lapel over here in lane 1, Estenome. Landon Height of Heritage Christian swimming it up over in lane 6. Landon Hyde of Heritage Christian in his final yards. Down to about 75 yards for him. Nope. Under 50. All right, now we're in the last 25 yards of this 500 free. And that's a wrap for the boys 500-yard free.
Next up, event 17, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, from Heritage Christian B, Jones Miller of Shelter. In lane 2, Heritage Christian A, Buning, Cummings, Guard, Stein. In lane 3, from Eastern Hancock, Hunger, Inman, Rose, Dakota, Good. In lane 4, from Lapel, B, Long, Anderson, A, Settlement. In lane 5, from A, Stevenson, Joker, Hunter, and Jacob.
All right, this is event 17, the girls 200-yard free relay. In lane 1, we have Noelle Jones of Heritage Christian. Lane 2, we have Paige Buning of Heritage Christian. In lane 3, we have Micah Munger of Eastern Hancock. Lane 4, we have Audrey Long of Lapel. Lane 5, we have Katie Stevenson of Lapel. This is the girls' 200-yard free relay. 50 yards for each of the participants. Emma Kofer in the water for Lapel A in lane 5. Followed by Olivia Miller in lane 1. Jordan Cummings in lane 2. Bella Inman in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Liv Anderson in lane 4 for Lapel. All right. Lapel A over in lane 5, still in the lead. El Cantos in the water. In lane 2, we have Heritage Christian A, Lucy Guard in the water for them. Next will be Heritage Christian B, Olivia Aum in lane 1, followed by Peyton May of Lapel B in lane 4, followed by Audrey Woolridge Jacoby in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. It's the girls' 200-yard free relay. Lapel A over in lane 5. Lily Jacobs, last swimmer in the water. Lane 2, Caroline Stein from Heritage Christian in the water. On the blocks for Lapel B is Bella Settlemeyer. Next to her is Sam Wheeler of Eastern Hancock. Over in lane 1 is Chloe Salisbury heading out for Heritage Christian. And it is a first place finish for Heritage Christian A. Buning, Cummings, Guard, and Stein. In lane 5, we have Lapel A, Stevenson, Coffer, Contos, and Jacobs. In third will be Lapel B. Long, Anderson, May, and Settlemeyer. Sam Wheeler for Eastern Hancock. Fourth place finish for Eastern Hancock, 2:38.50. Chloe Salisbury over here in lane 1 for Heritage Christian. Fifth place finish for Heritage Christian B. That was the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. Lapel A winning. Stevenson, Coffer, Contos, and Jacobs.
At the 18 boys 200-yard freestyle relay in lane 2 from Heritage Christian Gates, Kameron, and Morrison. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Hartley, Richmond, Martinson, Atkins. In lane 4 from Lapel, Tharp, Shute, Dickerson, and Donovan. And in lane 5, Lapel B, Poole, Ibrahim, Wetzel, and Owen.
We have 2 entries from Lapel on the far side of the pool. Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Heritage Christian in lane 2. Boys 200-yard free relay. Alex Markley in the pro first for Eastern Hancock for this relay in lane 3. Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian in lane 2. Jonathan Tharp of Lapel in lane 4. And Obi Poole for lane 5. That is a Lapel relay as well. It is a boys 200-yard free relay. In lane 2, we have Mark Gates of Heritage Christian. Lane 3, Lincoln Richmond of Eastern Hancock. Lane 4 is Tyler Shoup of Lapel. Lane 5 is Cooper Abraham for Lapel B. On the blocks, we have Connor Catter-Henry, Clint Martin, Simon Nicholson, and Noah Wetzel. Catter-Henry in the water, followed by Martin, followed by Nicholson. Wetzel awaiting his teammate Cooper Abraham in lane 5. And he's off. Connor Catter-Henry coming into the blocks, handing it off to Ian Morrison. Cam Atkins into the water for Eastern Hancock. Nolan Donovan on the blocks for Lapel A in lane 4. There he goes. And Esten Alm in lane 5 for Lapel B. Over in lane 2, we have Ian Morrison leading Cam Atkins of Eastern Hancock. There you go. It's a Heritage Christian win, followed by Eastern Hancock. Lapel is in 3rd. Lapel B still in the water. So the winning relay is Heritage Christian of Nathan Gates, Mark Gates, Connor Catter-Henry, and Ian Morrison with a time of 1:48.18. Eastern Hancock relay of Alex Markley, Lincoln Richmond, Clint Martin, and Cam Atkins. 2nd place, 1:49.14 for them. 3rd will go to Lapel A, Jonathan Tharp, Tyler Shoup, Simon Nicholson, and Nolan Donovan. Lapel B of Obi Poole, Cooper Abraham, Noah Wetzel, and Esten Alm came in 4th.
In lane 1 from Lapel, Audrey Long. In lane 2,
We're to the backstroke events.
in lane 3, from Hancock, Sophie Dolan. In lane 4 from Lapel, Katie Stevenson. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Megan Atkins. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Olivia Miller.
It's the girls' 100-yard back, event 19. Eastern Hancock entrants are seniors Sophie Dolence in lane 3 and Megan Atkins in lane 5. In lane 1, we have Audrey Long of Lapel. In lane 2, Joy Rohrbach of Heritage Christian. Sophie Dolence is in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. Katie Stevenson in lane 4 for Lapel. Megan Atkins of Eastern Hancock in lane 5. And Olivia Miller of Heritage Christian in 6. Leading the field right now is Sophie Dolence, followed by Katie Stevenson of Lapel. Running in 3rd is Joy Rohrbach of Heritage Christian, followed by Megan Atkins of Eastern Hancock, Olivia Miller, and Audrey Long of Heritage Christian in Lapel. Sophie's approaching under the flags. Lane 3 is in the lead. Sophie Dolans, a senior from Eastern Hancock, touches for the win, 1:11.08. Second place goes to Lapel's Katie Stevenson. Ooh, third goes to Joy Rohrbach of Heritage Christian. Fourth to Eastern Hancock's Megan Atkins. Fifth, over in lane 6, Olivia Miller putting in the final yards in the girls 100-yard backstroke for Heritage Christian. Fifth place for her. Sixth goes to Audrey Long of Lapel in lane 1. We had a soft touch in lane 6. Please disregard the scoreboard. And a soft touch in lane 1. Sophie Dolans wins it.
Next up, within 20, boys 100-yard backstroke.
We have 2 Eastern Hancock entrants in this race as well, 3 and 5.
In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Paul Server. In lane 4 from Lapel, Dylan Donovan. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Hank Lee. And in lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Mark Gates.
This is the boys 100-yard back. In lane 1, we have Obi Poole of Lapel. Lane 2, Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian. Lane 3, Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock. Lane 4, Nolan Donovan of Lapel. Lane 5, Hank Lee of Eastern Hancock. And lane 6, Mark Gates of Heritage Christian. Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian in lane 2 in the lead, followed by Nolan Donovan of Lapel and Hank Lee of Eastern Hancock. Then Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock. Over in lane 6 is Mark Gates of Heritage Christian. And Obi Poole in lane 1 from Lapel. Boys 100-yard backstroke, about halfway through the event. Nathan Gates of Heritage Christian in lane 2 being challenged by Nolan Donovan of Lapel in lane 4. Nathan Gates kept it, 108.72, followed by Nolan Donovan, 109.20. Third place goes to Hank Lee of Eastern Hancock. Fourth goes to Paul Serberg of Eastern Hancock. Fifth to Heritage Christian's Mark Gates. That was the boys' 100-yard backstroke.
The winner for the boys 100-yard backstroke, Heritage Christian, Nathan Gates. Next up, mid-21, girls 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 from Lapel, Keegan O'Keefe. In lane 2 from Heritage Christian, Paige Union. In lane 3 from Eastern Hancock, Isabella Inman. In lane 4 from Lapel, Lola Jacobs. In lane 5 from Eastern Hancock, Audrey Woodard. In lane 6 from Heritage Christian, Olivia Fay.
It's event 21, the girls 100-yard breaststroke. We have Tegan O'Keefe of Lapel in lane 1, Paige Buning of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Isabella Inman of Eastern Hancock in lane 3, Lily Jacobs in lane 4 from Lapel. Lane 5 has Audrey Wilbridge Jacoby, one of our seniors from Eastern Hancock that we honored tonight. And in lane 6, Olivia Alm of Heritage Christian. Leader is Lily Jacobs of Lapel over in lane 4, followed by Heritage Christian's Paige Buning in lane 2 and Tegan O'Keefe of Lapel in lane 1. Over in lane 6, we have Olivia Ohm of Heritage Christian and Bella Inman of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. And Audrey Woolridge Jacoby in lane 5. This is the 100-yard breaststroke. We're about halfway through the event. Our leaders have made their turns and are heading back into their final yardage. The winner is Lapel's Lily Jacobs. Next, second place goes to Paige Buning of Heritage Christian. Third to Tegan O'Keefe of Lapel. Fourth to Olivia Ohm of Heritage Christian over in lane 6. Fifth place will go to Isabella Inman of Eastern Hancock in lane 3. And Audrey Woolridge Jacoby, lane 5 for a 6th place finish for Eastern Hancock. All right, it's the boys 100-yard breaststroke event. We have Noah Wetzel of Lapel in lane 1, Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian in lane 2. He is in the lead currently, followed by Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock in lane 3 and Simon Nicholson of Lapel in lane 4. Landon Mays from Eastern Hancock is in lane 5. It's the boys 100-yard breaststroke event, and Ian Morrison is making it look easy here. It's a first place finish for Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian. Second goes to Alex Markley of Eastern Hancock. Third to Simon Nicholson of Lapel. Fourth goes to Lapel's Noah Wetzel in lane 1. Landon Mays over in lane 5 finishes 2:07:45. Ian Morrison of Heritage Christian wins the boys 100-yard breaststroke event. Next up, last two events of the night, 400-yard free relays. On the blocks for the teams, Heritage Christian has Noel Jones. Eastern Hancock has Seb Ebert. Tegan O'Keefe is on the blocks for Lapel. This is the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. It looks like Lapel has scratched for this event. Seb Ebert with a slight lead over Noel Jones of Heritage Christian. On the blocks for Heritage Christian, we have Joy Rohrbach and Sophie Dolence of Eastern Hancock. This is the girls' 400-yard relay. Sophie Dolence in the water for Eastern Hancock, currently in the lead in lane 3. Joy Rohrbach in the water for Heritage Christian in lane 2. Yay! Last event of the night. Micah Munger in the water for Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Alexis Gately on the blocks in lane 2 for Heritage Christian. Micah Munger in the water. Along with Alexis Gately. Jordan Cummings on the block for Heritage Christian and Megan Adkins on the blocks for Eastern Hancock. It's the girls' 400-yard relay. We have Alexis Gately and Micah Munger in the water. It's going to be down to the last leg. Jordan Cummings of Heritage Christian in lane 2, Megan Atkins in lane 3 for Eastern Hancock. This is the final leg of the 400-yard relay. Last girls event of the night. Megan Atkins, little lead over Jordan Cummings of Eastern Hancock. Woo! It is an Eastern Hancock victory in the 400-yard girls relay. That was the relay of Seb Everett, Sophie Dolence, Micah Munger, and Megan Atkins. They're a little excited. Heritage Christian's relay of Noelle Jones, Joy Rohrbach, Alexis Gately, and Jordan coming in second. Last event of the night is the boys 400-yard freestyle. We have 2 entrants from Eastern Hancock High School, 1 each from Heritage Christian and Lapel.
In lane 4, Poole, Tharp, Keeler, Abraham, Lapel, A. And in lane 5, Martin, May, Lee, Fletcher, Eastern Hancock, B.
All right, in lane 2, we have Heritage Christian relay of Isaiah Schultz, Cormac Lemons, Landon Height, and Mark Gates. In lane 3, we have Eastern Hancock's A relay of Cam Adkins, Alex Markley, Lincoln Richmond, Paul Serberg. In lane 4, we have Lapel, Obio Poole, James Tharp, Grace Scheller, Cooper Abraham. In lane 5, we have Eastern Hancock relay that includes Clint Martin, Landon Mays, Hank Lee, and Tegan Fletcher. Alex Markley in the water for Eastern Hancock. On the blocks in lane 2 is Cormac Lemons. On the blocks in lane 4 is James Tharp. Climbing onto the block down in lane 5. Oh, Landon Mays must be in the water. On the blocks for Eastern Hancock in lane 3 is Lincoln Richmond. Hank Lee climbing onto the blocks in lane 5. On the blocks for Heritage Christian, Landon Height over in lane 2. And Grace Scheller in lane 4. Paul Serberg on the blocks for Eastern Hancock in lane 3. Tegan Fletcher in the pool for Eastern Hancock in lane 5. Paul's in his final 50 yards in lane 3. Eastern Hancock is in the lead for the 400-yard free relay. It's been a fun senior night celebration here at the pool. We want to thank the Heritage Christian and Lapel fans for coming out and dealing with the overcrowded observation deck. Mark Gates in lane 2 for Heritage Christian into the pool. On the blocks over in 4, that's Cooper Abraham hitting the pool. And a first place finish by Eastern Hancock's relay of Cam Adkins, Alex Markley, Lincoln Richmond, and Paul Serberg with a time of 4:14.88. In lane 2, we have Mark Gates in the water. In lane 4, we have Cooper Abraham in the water. And in lane 5, we have Tegan Fletcher. Tegan punches for 5 minutes and 56 for second place finish for Eastern Hancock B relay. The B relay had Clint Martin leading it off, Landon Mays, Hank Lee, and Tegan Fletcher. Third place goes to Heritage Christian. Fourth, True Lapel. I want to congratulate all the swimmers tonight. Also to our seniors, thank you for celebrating with us. We'll have final scores momentarily, and I'll post them down in the chat below the video. Thank you guys again for listening to the Eastern Hancock Sports Network and for joining us on the pool deck tonight for Eastern Hancock Swim and Dive Senior Night. All right. For the women's events tonight, Heritage Christian placed first over Lapel, 57-39. Lapel placed first over Eastern Hancock, 57-39. And Heritage Christian placed first with 63 over Eastern Hancock's 36. For the men, Heritage Christian beat Lapel 52-44. Eastern Hancock beat Lapel 62-36, and Eastern Hancock won over Heritage Christian 52-45. Combining the women's and men's points, we have Heritage Christian with 109 over Lapel's 83, Eastern Hancock with 101 over Lapel's 93, and Heritage Christian's 108 over 88 for Eastern Hancock. Thanks again for joining us at the pool tonight. See you next week for some of our final swimming events here at Eastern Hancock.